Hello students, welcome to this video which I have prepared on the use of determiners. Very recently I made a video on the use of some common determiners where I discussed about the use of articles and some very common determiners like few, a few, the few, little, a little, the little. And in this video I'm going to discuss the use of some more determiners in details. So what I'm going to do here is I'll start with articles. Now you may think I've already discussed articles in my former video, so why should I discuss again regarding articles? Let me tell you, the usage of the article the is very vast. There are so many uses which you need to know, and I will also be discussing the areas where you don't need to use the article. That also you need to know. And apart from that, I'll discuss more use of some determiners, classified determiners. Okay, we'll classify the determiners in different categories and I'll explain you the usage of that. Before you apply the determiners, it's very important that you need to know the usage. Once the usage is clear, you will also find that the application becomes easy. Or else what happens, whenever you find the question is changed, the sentence is changed, it will put you in confusion. So it is very important that you watch this video till the end so that you will be in a better position to make use of the determiners properly. Students, as I told you, I'll begin with the use of definite article, though I have discussed some of the uses of that article in my former video. I'll still like to discuss some more uses of that article in details. I've told you some of the usage of that articles, but there are some more situations where we need to use that article. I'll begin with the use of the article the when a common noun stands for the whole class, the entire class. Common noun is used, but that common noun represents the entire class of that particular animal or particular person or thing. For example, the dog is a faithful animal. Means their dog is a common noun, no doubt, but it represents the entire community of dogs. Then crow is a cunning bird, or fox is a cunning bird, the lion is the king of the forest. So there we can use the. When we compare the adjectives, you know, adjective is compared in 3 degrees: positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. So when we use the third one, the third form, there usually we use the to indicate the third level of comparison. Like you say, he is the best boy in the class, the best, which is the highest mountain, highest, the best, the highest, the most beautiful. So in such situations, whenever we use the superlative degree in a sentence, we can use the. Now I'll tell you a very interesting thing. Just now I have told you that the can be used with the superlative form of comparison, but in some exceptional situations, the is also used with the comparative degree. Now you may wonder, when that comparative degree offer options. Suppose if I say a sentence, who is taller, Sheila or Meena? Who is the taller, Sheila or Meena? So you will give me an answer, Sheila is the taller. So in such situations we can use that. As I told you, the is used with the names of seas, oceans, rivers, gulfs, name of gulfs. But remember, The is used with mountain ranges. It is used to talk about mountain ranges, before mountain ranges, but not before mountain peaks. For example, you can say the Himalayas, because when we say the Himalayas, we talk of the Himalayan range. But you can't say the Mount Everest. Avoid use of the before the name of a particular mountain. The is used with group of islands when it is in plural form, as I told you. Trains, books, newspapers, that one I have already discussed. The is used to talk about abstract quality. When the noun brings out an abstract, you know what is abstract? Abstract quality, which can be just, cannot be viewed, but it can be just felt, it can be experienced. When the noun brings out an abstract quality, there also we can use the. For example, if I say at last, the warrior in him, the warrior that was inside him, the quality of a warrior that was inside him moved to action. Or the patriot in him, he is a very patriotic person, so the patriot which is inside him could not tolerate these words for his motherland. When someone was speaking against his motherland, he could not tolerate that because he was patriotic, and that patriot which was inside him could not tolerate that. The is used with numbers, ordinal numbers and cardinal numbers. I hope you know. Ordinal numbers like first, second, third, these are ordinal numbers, and we have cardinal numbers also. I'll come to that. So when we talk about ordinal numbers, like the first day of 2004, or first day of August, month of August, the second boy in this row is anyone, like you can use any name there, John. Even the fourth student in this class got the prize. So first, second, third, fourth, these are all ordinal numbers, and before the ordinal numbers you can use the. The is used with the names of musical instruments, the tabla, the harmonium, the guitar, the drums, the flute. Comparatives I was talking about, that one I have told you, the higher we go, the cooler it is. The father loved the younger son. Whenever you talk about directions and sides, you can use the before that. The sun looks rising in the east. After reaching there, turn to the left. So with before directions we can use the. Now we'll come to the situations where we should avoid the use of the. Now sometimes when the words man or woman is used to talk about the entire class, be very careful. I have just before I discussed that when the is used before a noun, a common noun, when it stands for the entire class. Now here we are talking about man or women. When man or women represents the entire class, entire group of men or women, then we should not use the. Like man is mortal, you can't say the man is mortal. Women is God's best creation, not the women. Avoid the use of the before material nouns. Here let me add one more thing. Before material nouns and uncountable, which are uncountables, there you avoid the. Gold is the costliest metal, not the gold. India is rich in cotton, pepper, no? Like materials, whatever materials are there. When we talk about those materials, we will not use the before it. Proper nouns, I have told you, with proper nouns you can't use one more thing, like before an abstract noun which is used in a general sense. An abstract noun used in a general way, like when we say some proverbs like honesty is the best policy, the honesty will be wrong, fear is the biggest sin, health is wealth. Well, avoid use of the. Another very important thing which you have to keep in your mind, before the words like school, office, church, college, sea, market, hospital, when they are visited by those people who work there, whenever you talk about these words, these nouns like school, office, church, college, sea, market or hospital, and you speak about the people who work there, who are employed there, then you will avoid the use of the. A student will say, I go to school daily, I go to this school, will be wrong. But an outsider who is a stranger, he can say, if someone asks him, where did you go? Oh, I went to this school. That's correct. We go to church on Sundays, usual visitors. Do not stay in bed till so late. The doctor comes to hospital twice a day. Doctor works there. But you can say, I went to the school to see my brother. It means I don't read there, nor I work there. So you can use the. She went to the hospital to see her brother. The can be used. Another situation is when the speaker speaks about his own relatives. Avoid the. Father has bought me a new bike. Avoid saying the father or the father. Mummy is fair and tall. I don't need to say anything there. I don't want to use any determiner there. When the nouns are used in pairs, avoid the. Like I work day and night. Not the day and the night. They are hand and glove with each other. Whenever you talk about unique positions like king, principal, president, avoid it. They elected him king, not they elected him the king. He was appointed as principal of the college, not as the principal. Remember it. Then, as I told you, we have classifications of determiners are classified into various categories. We'll talk about that also. We have determiners. I'll come to that. We have demonstrative determiners. Let me discuss about what are demonstrative determiners. Whenever we point out something, I'm pointing out a particular noun. In that case, I can use a demonstrative determiners. They point out something. Okay? And the determiners in the category of demonstrative determiners are this, that, these, and these, those, such, same, and certain. All these determiners which I have read out, I repeat, this, that, these, 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 those, such, same, and certain. All these determiners comes under the category of demonstrative determiners. This and these, they refer to nouns which are very close, very near. This, THIS, this is used to talk about a singular noun which is very close, and THESE, these, is used to talk about plural nouns but very close to the speaker. Example, he lives with his family in this house or in this flat. I like this pen very much. Like that. But when I talk of plural, like may I have one of these pens? THESE. Don't touch these books, please. It is in plural. And that and those, that is used to talk about a singular noun which is at a distance. And if you talk about plural nouns which is at a distance, then it is those. Don't trust such people at all when you refer to a group of people of a similar quality, like such people. Same, only same book. This is the same book I gave you. Certain facts must be kept secret. Not all the facts, there are some facts which are supposed to be kept a secret. And when you say certain facts, certain rules should be strictly followed. So these are demonstrative determiners. Next category is we have possessive determiners. Possessive, which talk about belonging, which talk about ownership, possession. It belongs to someone or something. And those determiners that comes under the category of possessive determiners are my, our, your, his, her, its, its, and their, their. Whenever you use these determiners, as I told you, they talk of some ownership. You are welcome to my house. I'm the owner of this house. So it talks about my house. Possessive. I do not remember your name. Your name. Our school stands on the roadside. His parents are longing to see him. Her beauty is really matchless. Here is a dog, its tail is bushy. Now its, where do we use its generally? When the gender is not confirmed. Here is a dog. We don't know whether the dog is male or female. In that case, especially for animals, we use its. And we usually use its for such animals like dog, cow, when used in a general way. Their children are in the park. There, which belongs to them, there, which belongs to me will be my, which belongs to you is your, which belongs to him, his, belongs to her, it will be her itself, belongs to us, our. So that is about the possessive determiners. Then we have, as I told you, we have numeral determiners, and in numeral determiners, as I told you, cardinal, ordinal, first, second, third, that is one group we have discussed, and 1, 2, 3, 4, that is another group of numerals. And in the numeral determiners we have all this like 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, those things, number, few, a few, no, n or no, there are no books in the Almirah, no, all birds, all can be used, some can be used, many, then last, first, seventh. Then I'll come to the most important category, which is the quantitative determiners, which talks about quantity, how much or how many. And I've already discussed some of them in my former video. Like some, where to use some? When you talk about plural thing, but how much, that exactly how many or how much is not indicated, and it can be used with both countable as well as uncountable nouns. Like I bought some tea. He gave me some money. Not, that was not much, but at least some. And any, you will use any with only negative sentences. They didn't give him any food, negative sentence. And remember one very important usage of any, when we use words like hardly, scarcely, barely, any is accompanied by these words. There were hardly any people. Scarcely also. Scarcely anything, like that. Barely anyone. Then we have words like no, great, all, whole, means entire. The whole story is false. W-H-O-L-E. Enough, which is sufficient. We have enough provisions for the month, means that is sufficient. Half, H-A-L-F, half part of the earth. So all this comes under quantitative determiners. No, the word no is also a quantitative determiner. Like you have no right to say like that. So no. We have distributive, I have talked about that, each, every, either, neither is also there, either, neither. Either means two are there, you talk of one between the two. Neither nor, two, none of them, okay? Between two, none. Another is there, other, another worker is required to complete this job in time, another. The other day I met by chance, other. We have some words classified as interrogative determiners also, question words like what, which, whose. These words comes under the category of interrogative determiners. So in this video I'll discuss about these determiners. I'll conclude this video here. Watch the video nicely so that you understand the use of determiners. Thank you.